Hello and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll get an update on how the new elementary school is coming along.
And you'll get to know people who serve lunch at Carroll every day.
And you'll get to see a preview of the fall fashion and culinary show.
All that more coming up next.
Girls get in anywhere from 5:30 to 7, depending on the school.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take camera 2.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Andy Newman.
And I'm Daniel LaRue. Aspen Meadow Elementary School is the newest addition to Northwest Allen County school system.
Studio 415 reporter Casey Bain has the details on why the school is being built and what to expect in the future.
I had the opportunity to meet with the new principal of Aspen Meadow and walk through the construction site of NACS's newest elementary.
With almost every elementary nearing maximum student capacity, it became clear that expansion was needed. Aspen Meadow, home of the Bulldogs, will soon take on students and staff at the beginning of the 2020 school year. The school will be located right off Hathaway Road near Carroll Middle School. Newly appointed principal Kim Lockmuller shared with us some details about why the building was placed where it was.
I believe the reason this property was selected is because the land was given to Northwest Allen County at a really good price. So the district looked at several different properties, but at the end of the day, this was given to Northwest Allen for a really reasonable rate. I mean, we still had to pay for it, obviously.
Aspen Meadow will look very similar to schools like Eel River and Cedar Canyon, as they are nearly the same building. The design changes some of the office spaces, computer labs, and the colors of the school building. According to Lockmuller, it is still undecided which students and staff will be transferred to Aspen Meadow, but has an estimate of around 450 students. Another reason this property was chosen by NACS was because the land was large enough to hold multiple buildings and potentially another middle school in the future.
So on this property right here, part of the reason they selected this property is because it is large enough to house two more facilities. One could possibly be a middle school, and then the other property, the rest of the portion isn't big enough for a school, but it is big enough for maybe another building of some sort. So transportation or some sort of other building that Northwest Allen might use. So if you would scan this property, you would see it goes all the way back to that tree line. So there is enough room on this property alone for another middle school.
Lockmuller also added some information on how the transportation would work in this new school.
So all the kids here will have busing. That's really, unless you live within a certain mile within a school district, busing has to be provided. I believe, now Northwest Allen County I don't believe has any students, but I think you can walk up to 2 miles.
The elementary's construction is expected to be finished July of 2020. The school would accept students that following school year. Aspen Meadow will be the home of the Bulldogs and the school colors of Carolina blue, charcoal gray, and white.
Aspen Meadows Elementary School will be open to the public and students August of 2020. For Studio 415, I'm Casey Bain.
Chicken Smackers, pizza, and tangerine chicken. The Carroll Cafeteria tries to provide a variety of food for the students here at CHS.
In my story, I take a look at CHS Food Service Department and how they make food for Carroll and NACS students every day.
Operating 8 different food lines and serving over 2,000 students at Carroll alone, many people don't know how much work truly goes into making school lunches. Director of Food Services Leanne Kinneman says that most of her food service staff arrives at school before students do by providing breakfast and start preparing lunch.
My girls get in anywhere from 5:30 to 7, depending on the school, if they're a cooking school or satellite school.
Kinneman adds that there are 2 different types of school cafeterias, a cooking and a satellite school. A cooking school, according to Kinneman, is essentially a school that makes the majority of their own food from scratch daily, such as cakes and cookies that Carroll students have come to look forward to. Satellite schools, on the other hand, would receive their food from a scratch school through transport of a warm oven. There are 85 food service employees working under Kinneman, both satellite and cooking schools alike, with up to 30 subs at any given time. While some of the so-called lunch ladies might not be doing what they dreamed about, but their hard work and dedication from their craft is seemingly unmatched. Rachel Gosher, a food service assistant here at Carroll, gives her feeling on whether or not she enjoys serving lunches to the students every day.
I do. All the kids seem to be pretty nice most of the days, and it goes by very quickly.
In order to make the food as safely as possible, Gosher and her colleagues have certain hygiene requirements.
Hair nets, washing and changing our gloves all the time, no nails, fake nails, no nail polish.
While this hard job may seem daunting at times, many of the workers had the same response for taking on the task.
so that I could be on the same schedule as my boys. To be on the same schedule as my kids.
The CHS Cafeteria will now be creating a new challenge for food service employees in the form of a new concept line, starting next semester. For Studio 415, I'm Daniel LaRue.
Sewing, hemming, and adjusting. This is what the students of the fashion and textiles classes have been doing for the past months in preparation for their fall fashion show.
Studio 415 reporter Daisy Macias has this week's spotlight on the process behind the fashion show.
Since the beginning of the semester, students in Megan Scholl's fashion and textiles class have been working on pieces of clothing to be displayed at their fall fashion show. This year's show, entitled Destination Fort Wayne, incorporates the many monuments in the city. Each student was assigned a specific monument to base their piece off of. Although the process of making these pieces comes with trial and error, fashion student Morgan Freeland Davis explains that this fashion show has allowed her to express her creativity.
You get to create your own piece and like really test your limits on what you can and can't do, and it really like gives you something that's yours and you can put your mind to it and like make it your own.
The fashion show will be held on Friday the 22nd from 7 to 9 at the Parkview Merrill Center. This event is only open to adults 21 and older, but the spring fashion show will be open to all students. For Studio 415, I'm Daisy Macias.
This week's Charger Challenge switches gears. Instead of students, we challenge teachers.
Let's send it out to Seth Lehman to see if the teachers are smarter than a 5th grader while they eat hot peppers.
Hi, welcome to week 8 of the Charger Challenge. This week we have 2 teachers going head to head with hot questions and hotter peppers to win the Studio 415 Cup.
I'm Mr. Booker and I'm going to win the cup because I'm a soccer guy and we're always after cups.
I'm Mrs. Kuhn, I teach chemistry and I'm going to win because I have my eye on the prize.
All right, welcome to the history round of Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Take your bite. All right, question number 1. What language is most widely spoken in South America?
Spanish.
Ms. Kuhn? Question 2. The first fireworks were invented in the 7th century in what country?
China.
Yep.
Gosh, dang it. Okay.
You got this, Mrs. Kuhn. Who did the United States buy territory from in the Louisiana Purchase?
France.
Correct. Welcome to the English round. All right, take your first bite. Question number 1. What type of word is truthfully?
Adverb.
Yep. Who is the creator of classic book characters Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn? Mark Twain.
Okay.
Who is the author of the 1960 novel To Kill a Mockingbird?
Harper Lee.
Disqualified.
Yeah, you went too
You
soon.
answered too soon.
Harper Lee.
Just gotta be fair, you know?
This is disgusting. Okay.
Is that hotter than the other
No,
one?
the
It's just
taste
gross.
is awful. Okay, let's keep doing it.
Welcome to the geography round. Take your first bite.
Okay.
There it is.
Question number 1. Which state is called the Lone Star State?
Texas.
Gosh dang it. Okay.
Question number 2. In which state is the Grand Canyon located?
I've never been there. Colorado. I don't know.
Arizona.
Yep. You don't have to eat a lot of it, Mrs. Kuhn, just to look. Question number 3. What is the largest country in the world?
Is it Russia?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
What is the longest river in the world?
Who's the longest?
The Nile.
I was going Amazon.
It is the Amazon.
Look, Google that. Huh? Are we sure?
Yes.
That makes the winner of the Charger Challenge for this week, Mr. Booker. How do you feel?
Hot and spicy, like always.
And you, Mrs. Coon?
Boo.
Well, bottoms up.
Oh my gosh. Did I have to eat this whole thing?
Yeah, that's small.
The whole.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
The fall sports season is almost over for every sport. Cross country made it to state, and football is now in sectional play.
Studio 415 reporter Brandon Hedges joins us in the studio with a breakdown of Charger athletics.
Thanks, Andy and Dan. We start with the girls cross country team who had the opportunity to travel down to Terre Haute last Saturday at Wabash Family Sports Center for another state title. With 3 runners earning all-state honors by finishing in that 25, individuals were Zoe Duffus finishing in 6th, Raina Frucci in 19th, and Ashlyn Minton in 25th. Then Mallory Clements finished in 32nd, Shelby Christman in 75th, and Brooke Hansen in 84th. The girls were then honored on the walk around the school. Congratulations, girls. The varsity football team faced off against the Snyder Panthers last Friday to begin their journey towards the state title. The Chargers, with a chip on their shoulder after a devastating 1-point loss to Snyder in the regular season, gave up a touchdown on the first drive. That touchdown became the Panthers' lone touchdown of the first half. And after a surge by the Chargers outscoring Snyder 28-10 in the first half, touchdowns coming from senior Leighton Mitchell and Tyler Morrison, and a rushing touchdown from Jeff Becker, the Panthers battled back in the second half, but after a touchdown from junior Mason Englert, another from Tyler Morrison, and interceptions from senior Lincoln Lance and juniors Craig Morrison and Cade Dynan, forced fumble play by Ray Volmer, the Chargers came out on top with a final score of 42-31. Carroll will take on Homestead next Friday for their sectional championship. For Studio 415 Sports, I'm Brandon Hedges. Back to the desk.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
If there's a story you'd like us to cover, please send an email to Mr. Johnson.
If there's an event you'd like covered, please tell us in advance.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.